Murray, my love, can you get the names of the contestants? Thanks. And here we go for 60 seconds.
You know, I don't have the power to sign that.
Yes, hello. Look, I haven't got all day, so what I need to know from you is how many people are playing. Excellent selection. I've tried it myself. Now, player one, could you give us your name, please?
And it'll be resolved.
Thank you, player one. Now, player two, do you think you can type in your name?
And 45
okay,
seconds.
player three, you've seen it before. Now, let's see if you can keep up. Oh, you know what? I also need to know if you've got plans for a 21-question game or a 7-question tournament joust. Which is it? Got it.
She always say
30 seconds.
Player one, if you want to buzz your buzzer, hit Q and do it quickly. And player two, your buzzer is the letter B. That is B as in born in a brothel. Player three, you have the letter P. That is P as in pick up a penguin.
Pete, it's not going to Pete, are you aware this is going out?
20 seconds.
20 seconds? What the? Fine, now listen, people, because people screw this up all the time. When a question comes in, if you want it, buzz in first, then hit 1, 2, 3 or 4 to pick the right answer, okay?
10
Jan, you'll have to leave the hair now. You lose the desktop.
Good luck, guys.
7,
Or drop in.
Fade to black.
Drive a pet today.
4.
No questions asked.
Good luck.
The pet shop where you come first.
It's time for the show where pop culture and high culture collide!
Right, a threesome of trivia geeks to play some Jack. Okay, the questions will be coming hard and fast. Don't mess with me, or I'll mutilate your grandmother. Okay then, let's give you some pointy screws to go with your pointy heads. Okay, here's the deal in 8 words. Neighbour, don't know answer, buzz in, hit S. To summarise, thus the screw plunges in their face, forcing them to answer. If they fail, you win. Hurrah! Let's Jack immediately. Okay, player one, it's up to you.
Let's have some fun. Here comes question one.
And the next question is...
Oi! Shouldn't you be in a pear tree somewhere?
£2,000 for this little baby.
Come on then, you starting?
If the Partridge Family really were partridges, the name of their TV series could be abridged to The Murmuration, The Unkindness, The Murder, or The Covey. Player 3, it's all yours. That's an absolute stinker. Player 1, go for it, player 2. The collective of partridges is called a covey. So, you want to write that one down? Collective of partridges, covey. That's C-O-V-E-Y, a collective of partridges. Player 2, you're up.
Here comes question 2. It'll make you feel brand new.
This one's called a pathetic question. Get it right, and I'll give you $3,000. Concentrate, I'm in a money-doling mood. Listen carefully. Which of the following sentences is the best example of the literary term pathetic fallacy? Happy as a monkey with a... Brace yourself, Jill, for the screw. The pathetic fallacy is the ascription of human feelings to the outside world in literature. So you're right. Now move off my metaphorical porch into the next question. I don't like bullies, player one. I hope you've learnt your bloody lesson. Player 2, it's up to you.
Put on your pants for the naked dance.
3.
And the category is... If I cut the donkey bit, can we make it a PG? You could be getting yourself $2,000 for the right answer. Surrender, Hollywood. Voici Cake Film Limited. I intend to make an underwater remake of a European film in an enormous Hollywood big-budget style. Now, if I'm going to produce and direct a remake of a film that hasn't already been remade by Hollywood, Which film is it going to be? Man on... Have a good one, too, in it? No, and funnily enough, Nikita is a boy's name. Just ask Elton. Go for it, player 3. Do you do manual work, perchance? It's up for grabs. Come on, player 1, hit me, come on. The others were remade as The Assassin, Summersby, and Roxanne. Man on the Source has yet to be remade. It is a beautiful sunset of a film, richly suggestive, subtle, emotionally affecting, and capable of directly touching the well springs of one's spiritual center. I'm casting Val Kilmer and Emma Forbes. It's going to be amazing. Category, please. Player 1. Excellent choice, player 1. Players 2 and 3, please hop it. It's time to play Dis or Dat. And the Dis or Dat category is a 24-hour jackathon. Hey, here's the exciting scoop. I'm going to spiel off 7 chopped-up film titles. And you have to tell me whether there's a day or a night missing from the title. If you think there's a day missing, press 1. If there's a night missing, press 2. And press 4 to skip. You get £500 for a right answer and £500 off for each one you get wrong. Right, let's be having 30 seconds on the clock. And go. Independence, what is it? Of the Living Dead. Mayor on Elm Street. Of the Jackal. On Earth. Of the Triffids. Last one. The Earth stood still. That's all 7. 3 right, 4 wrong. That makes you rather dim. Stop sobbing and let's go on. Player 3, a category.
Number 5.
And we call this one American Stupidity. We got 1,000 quids because it's a little bit peasy.
Kennedy's famous words, Ich bin ein Berliner, translate literally as I am a tea cake. But which of the following European foods is not named after its town of origin? Frankfurter, Limburger, cheeseburger, or hamburger?
Let's hear it, player 3.
No, Limburger cheese comes from Limburg, just as Koch cheese comes from Koch. Perfectly logicus.
Player 1. Player 1, go for it. Give up. Player 2, Player 2, what's the answer?
I'm sorry, but like syphilis, female shot putters, and Rod Stewart Barnett's, the Frankfurter does indeed come from Frankfurt.
Do you want to know what it was, children?
There is no such town as Cheeseburg. The fact that Elvis didn't live there is proof enough that it does not exist.
It's category time for the hideous number 3.
Oh, this is really big. This thing is huge!
So, you picked this one. Running John Anderson through with a trident. And this one's worth £1,000. Oh, you smell that? That's the stench of question.
Which of the following gladiators would not have been allowed to fight in ancient Roman times?
Player 2, obey the screw.
No, Hunter would have been able to gladiate, although he'd probably have ended up getting executed for running off with the Emperor's wife.
Come on, player 1, player... what's your one say?
The gladiator, Lightning, would not have been allowed to gladiate because she is a lady.
Of course, Wolf was supposed to have had an affair with Lightning. I wonder if he was gladiator. Player 1, buck up, otherwise... And this one's called A Great Day Out for All the Family. £2,000 ready and waiting for the right answer. Undercarriage down. Let's land this question. At Maths World, the great new theme park with the mathematical flavour, what might you be encouraged to do?
Trevor, you must answer the question!
No. Balls in your... Player 3, it's all yours. No, this is a ride at Philosopher World. Half price for kids and phenomenalists. Player 2, have a good one too. Oh, I'm sorry, mimesis is a dramatic term meaning the imitative representation of human behaviour. You're having a good stab though, keep at it. 3 little thickos sitting on the wall. A cosine wave would be the graphic representation of the trigonometry function cosine, and it goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and everyone has a fantastic time on it. Do you know, I'm planning to open a prostitution theme park. Buy a £15 ticket and get unlimited rides all day long. Of course, Blue Beta badge winners would get free entry. Okay, player 3, choose one.
Here's why we hate number 8.
This one's called Mrs. Slocum, You Goddess. In terms of royal portraits, 3 big ones coming your way. Okay, here it comes. If the Grace Brothers store was bought out by the Grace Sisters of Greek mythology, which of the following departments would they open? Sportswear, pleasure, charm and beauty parlour, undertakers or weapons of war? Undertake this. No, that's Nike, and it certainly isn't free. Player 2.
Hello, Charlie.
Oh!
Oh, Zeus. The Grace Sisters were the goddesses of pleasure, charm, and beauty. Exactly like Mrs. Slocum, really, except for the charm, and the beauty, and the pleasure. Player 3, come on down.
It's party time.
Here comes number 9.
And you went for the one called An Old-Fashioned Hangover. And this one's worth £1,000. Here's the question, fingers ready. Given their penchant for liquid lunches, dinners, teas and breakfasts, which historical event is most likely to give Oliver Reed, George Best and Boris Yeltsin the shakes? Clause 28, the American 18th Amendment, habeas corpus. Go for it. The boys would be severely bothered by the 18th Amendment, the prohibition of alcohol. Still, alcohol abuse does have its bonuses. They all appear in this year's Booze Who. Choices, choices, choices.
Hey, Master Blaster! Won't you find an answer? It's 10!
And the category is Burn, Father Christmas, burn. Not too tough, 1,000 sheets, up for grabs. It's Christmas Eve and Father Christmas is crawling down your chimney, spreading seasonal cheer as he goes. But wait, you forgot to put out the fire. Suddenly, your fireplace has become a makeshift crematorium. If Father Christmas went through a full cremation in your fireplace, which of the following body parts would remain somewhat intact? His lip. Go for it, player 3. You're not really university material, are you? Players 1 and 2, the question... Speaking of ashes, I'd like to draw your attention to your score. Player 2, have a good one too, in it. Oh no, Santa destroyed his liver years ago from heavy sherry consumption. Come on, you know the point of the game. Somebody's supposed to get it right. His femur, otherwise known as the thigh bone. Since bone is calcium, it is much harder to burn. Don't cry, little fella. Look at it this way. You've got a nice little piece of Santa as a memento. Well, that's the end of round 1, and here comes round 2. Before we go any further, it's traditional for me to give you a screw. So here you are. 1 each. If you've been struggling so far, keep your chin up. Everything in round 2's worth double. I'm going to be honest with you 3, I don't like you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And your choice is...
You're a mutant, Charlie Brown.
Now this one's going to be worth £6,000. The question is as follows. If you were a doctor treating Charlie Brown, which one of the following disease diagnoses would you probably not make? Out! Player 1, go for it. Excess fluid trapped in his skull. Have you seen the boy's head? Mutant. Okay, 2 and 3, fight amongst yourselves. Player 3, will you please answer the question? Priapism, a persistent, painful erection. I do believe that over the years we would have spotted a persistent, painful erection through those little black shorts of his. The kid would have been walking around with a marquee in the front of his pants. Mutant! Eat screw, player 2. Eat screw. One, 2 or 3, player 3.
12.
You have selected Singing in the Traffic. And this question's worth £4,000. Emergency vehicles rely on sirens to let people know that they're coming through. But if a siren had the powers of an ancient Greek siren, what would be the effect? Go for it, Player 2. Men would sing to dustbin lorries. Rubbish! Who's it to be? 103. Player 1, you're getting screwed. Sirens tempted sailors onto rocks with the beauty of their songs. Men falling in love with ambulances isn't that implausible. Your dad fell in love with the back of a bus. Good Lord, Player 3, you've only gone and done a cucky on your own doorstep. Player 1, pick one.
Take the elevator ride to 13.
In categorical terms, you have chosen Cushte Incoacus. This question could net you 6K. Imagine this episode of Only Fools and Horses. Trigger has booked a holiday to Latin America and Del Boy spots a nice little opening. He sells his friend a Latin dictionary. But when Trigger arrives in Venezuela, he finds that all the people actually speak Spanish. What Latin phrase should he have considered before wasting his money on the dictionary? Obey the screw, 3. It means buyer beware. Reminds me of a fake Rolex I bought on Oxford Street the other day. Got it home, turns out to be genuine. Bastards. Well, Player 1, you started it, so don't come crying to me. Player 3, the choice is yours.
Remember in your dreams, 14.
Okay, we're going to have one called Putting the Sex Back into Essex. As far as the sheets available, £2,000 is up for grabs. Let's go into the playground for this one. All the mainland English counties are playing a kissing game where they're only allowed to kiss counties they share borders with. One county only gets one kiss and goes home. Who's the sulker? Have a good one, too, innit? Cornwall is the only English county with just one next-door neighbour, and hence just gets to kiss Devon. With only Devon as an alternative, it's hardly surprising that Cornwall chooses to breed with itself. Player 2, which will it be? Aha! Chestbot Tits Crime Store.
It's time for a ticklish question.
Here's a gibberish category for ya. An excuse for a crack at Piers Morgan. There's a possible maximum of 10,000 greenbacks on this gibberish question. Remember, speed's the key. The quicker you solve this, the more money you make. This is what's going to happen. I will show you something that rhymes with a phrase you should have heard before. Buzz in and start typing like you've got a blood clot when you know what the phrase is. Do you follow me? Peers, scum. Die, despair, girly fur. Okay, Player 1, type in your answer. You were fast, but ultimately you've made yourself look stupid. Anybody else fancy this one? It's from a classic children's TV show. It's a show with famous pets and charity. Player 2, it's your problem. I beg your pardon, you're a guest on my show, you minge-faced frig, and you use that kind of language and treat me with that much respect. I let you use the keyboard and you behave like a pornographer. Look at your score, you ingrate shithead. Burning Hades, this is an abuse of trust we're talking about, and if that's the way you want it, let me assure you it works both ways. You now have a new name. Consider yourself warned. Right, where were we? Player 3, got what it takes? It means, behold, my prefabricated specimen. The show is blue painter, you moron. You utter simpleton. Oh! Here's one I prepared earlier. Your command of English is cocky, but I can't get too angry with you because you must agree there's something marvellously satisfying about the sentence, don't you think? What's next, Drew?
Question 16.
In terms of category, this is...
Sex, time machines, and really bad ideas.
You give me the right answer, I'm going to give you £4,000.
All right, Chris. Imagine time-travelling movie heroes, Bill and Ted, decide to climb into their phone booth for one more gnarly journey back in time. But this time, Bill and Ted decide to bonk their way through history, which is not a birth control method that might have been used by the woman they will encounter. No, like me, some women do cough, sneeze, and jump in an attempt to expel sperms.
Balls in your courts, 2 and 3. Player 2, what's the answer?
My mother assures me that fondling genitals in a magnetic field is not an effective contraceptive. A friend of mine was actually caught fondling his genitalia in a wheat field. After the farmer had finished with him, it's very unlikely that he'll ever have kids.
Over to you, player 2. Select the category. And now, flowers. A great way to say, I hate you. And a cool 6,000 quid for this one. Okay, let's say a bunch of celebrities are transported back to the 15th century. Now, because they have the same last names as the 2 warring houses in the War of the Roses, which pair might be forced to square off? Dawn French and Terry... Go for it, player 2. Want to see stars, fatso? Have a slice of cake. What's your onesie?
And finally this week, let's take a look at a historical drama in which I stabbed Barbara Windsor repeatedly with an iron sword. And why not?
Player 3. Let's hear it, player 3. No, but if those 2 ever fought to the death, you know who'd win, don't you? That's right, we all would. I wonder what the answer is. The red rose was the mark of the House of Lancaster, and the white rose was the symbol of the House of York. And of course, there's the piss-stained Zimmer frame, which is the symbol of the House of Lords. Player 2, we need you. Okay, let's have one called Family Guilt Trips. This is a £6,000 question.
When your bloody relatives want to get you to do something, they might tell you something like, blood is thicker than water.
How many times thicker than water is blood? 4 times as thick, 6 times as thick. Let's try rereading the question. Player 2. Blood is 6 times thicker than water. So the next time your uncle uses that hideous cliche on you, smack him in the face. Choices, choices, choices. And your selection is Hard Luck Stories from the Dawn of Time. And this one's worth £4,000. There's a question coming. I can just smell it. What a hoot the creator had with the platypus. It's got an otter's fur, a beaver's tail, and a duck's beak.
Hey, Big G, sort it out, fella.
Cried the platypus.
You forgot my...
lungs, nipples, working tongue, or brain. The duck-billed platypus did not get anywhere near the full complement of nips. He apparently tried to get some put on by plastic surgery, but just ended up with an arse like Joan Collins, and a massive bill. Player 1, pick a category.
Superstar. You're special. 20.
Categorically, this is the category of Never Trust a Zookeeper. And I'll give you £2,000 if you get it right. Okay, it's the big one. Now, only one of the following is actually the animal it claims to be. Which is it? Have a good one, too, in it. Oh, wow! As Gerard Depardieu has yet to play Tarzan, a tree frog remains a nesting amphibian. Player 2, it's up to you. The attack is upon you. If you see 2 words that match, buzz in. A right answer gets you £2,000, but every wrong answer drops you down 2,000. But don't be fooled. Not all matches are true. Remember the clue. Only buzz in for a match that fits this clue. Get around, I get around. Now get around this. rhyming. You just didn't realise you were supposed to get them right. Here's how your score suffered. And player 3's got it! Tremendous. You've inverted the game, haven't you? Seen who could get the lowest score. I like that. It shows imagination and initiative. Well done, all of you. But please do bear in mind that... You don't know Jack!
Well, I think we got away with it. Okay, let's run to commercials now. Murray, what's going on with the contestants?
My, aren't we a bunch of clever dicks? You all made it onto a completely empty scoreboard. Bravo! Well done. No, really. If you intellectual titans want to play again, just tip me the wink.
Each Thursday on Jack TV. And coming to Jack TV this fall,
Really big explosions and fart noises.
Jack TV. Our motto is, give them what they want.
Ladies, has this ever happened to you?
Our company's contribution to the gross national product this year is...
Somebody shut the door.
You're in the middle of an important presentation when suddenly one of your Benoit balls slips out? Well, don't worry for another minute, because Vagisan Industries of Santa Cruz, California is proud to introduce new no-slip Benoit balls. Made to stay where they should, these ancient erotic paraphernalia which have been pleasing Japanese women for centuries are now available with a patented studded Velcro exterior designed to resist all forms of vaginal moisture and discharge.
So the bottom line is, Miss Fingerhold?
Well, Mr. Chairman.
What the hell?
So keep your balls where they should be and let Vagisan help you enjoy your day. Vagisan Industries, Santa Cruz, California. Available in small, medium, large, and custom 16-inch.
Hey, it's Chucky the Chipmunk. Get it!
Whoa! Hey, you kids, quit nibbling at my head. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Come on, Chucky. Just let us nibble on you. You're chucktastic.
No way! Try to catch me, you crazy kids. Whoa! Whoa!
You crazy chipmunk. Everyone knows that fruity chocolate corn puppies are for children, 'cause they're chucktastic.
It's hard as a single mother to find a job that fits in with motherhood. The folks at Mammary Lane Dairies let me do that.
Mammary Lane Dairy Farms, makers of Mama's Pride human breast milk.
I like working at Mama's Pride because I feel like I'm really doing some good for people. Every customer's like one of my children.
Providing good nutrition and good jobs for people like Bessie. And that makes good sense.
It's wholesome, it's natural, and I don't have to worry about giving it to my kids, 'cause I know where it came from. Out of me.
Mama's Pride fresh breast milk. Baby yourself with Mama's Pride.
Hi, it's me, Tammy, and this time I have something really special for you. That's right, a throbbing, aching, oozing bunion, not to mention painful corns, blisters, and an ingrown toenail. Oh, do my feet stink. You like that, don't you? Don't you wish you could massage my tender, swollen feet right now? Don't you wish you could suck on my rough and gnarled toes? You can. Just dial 976-CORN. But please, do it now. There's some fungus with your name on it. Call me.
Hey, Sheila, what'd you get for the Judeo-Christian winter holidays?
Oh, I got an Eleanor Roosevelt doll.
Bummer.
I want a doll that's fun.
Well, come on and play with my new Mindy doll.
You got a new Mindy?
I got new Miami Beach Mindy. Look.
Wow, her own bikini wax kit and mustache bleach.
And I got her little sister, throwing up Sandy.
Wow, they're so thin and beautiful.
With Miami Beach Mindy, I know that math is hard, but who cares? We'll never be paying for our drinks.
Miami Beach Mindy. Condo sold separately with Executive Greg Dowell.